Hey guys, I'm John, and we're here at the Mishimoto garage to install the Mishimoto Performance Air Intake with optional airbox for the 2015 Plus Subaru WRX. Tools needed for installation include 4mm Allen key, small Phillips head screwdriver, large flathead screwdriver, 10mm deep socket, 12mm deep socket, 3/8 drive 6-inch extension, 3/8 drive ratchet, and 10mm wrench. Install time is under 1 hour, and install difficulty is a 3 out of 5.
Remove the air intake duct using a flathead screwdriver to remove the 2 pop clips. Loosen the 2 10mm nuts on the intake hold-down bracket on the left side of the airbox on the passenger side fender. Loosen the other 10mm intake hold-down bolt on the bottom of the airbox. Properly support the vehicle with jack stands or a 2-post lift. Raise it up. Once the vehicle is in the air, remove the 9 large pop clips attached to the plastic under tray. Also, remove the 4 small pop clips holding the under tray to the aluminum plate. Next, remove the final 2 12mm bolts holding the under tray in place, and fully remove the plastic under tray. Remove the 10mm screw holding the wheel liner to the vehicle. Next, remove the 2 pop clips to fold down the plastic wheel liner on the passenger side. This gives access to the intake system. Now, loosen the 2 intake piping worm gear clamps. Loosen the 10mm nut to the intake piping from the underside bracket. Now disconnect and remove the lower intake hose. Next, disconnect the plastic intake pipe from the underside bracket. Now completely remove the lower 10mm airbox bolt. Completely remove the intake hold-down bracket 10mm nuts on the passenger side. Unhinge the airbox cover and remove the air filter and box cover. Disconnect the mass airflow sensor. Then remove the rest of the stock airbox. With a Phillips head screwdriver, remove the 2 mass airflow screws from the stock mass airflow housing. Note the direction of airflow on the new mass airflow housing, and install the mass airflow sensor according to the arrows on the mass airflow housing. Install the silicone hose with the supplied worm gear clamps. The longer side of the hose faces the engine turbo outlet as shown here. Tighten the worm gear clamp on the turbo side. Connect the 90-degree coupler to the lower intake pipe and tighten the worm gear clamp. Ensure the worm gear clamp screw faces outwards towards the engine in case you have to adjust it later. Connect the lower intake pipe to the lower silicone hose. Make sure the bracket is aligned. Now tighten the worm gear clamp. Connect the intake pipe to the underside bracket and tighten down the 10mm nut. Fold upwards and reinstall the wheel liner to the car, securing it with the 2 pop clips. Reinstall the wheel liner screw. Place the under tray into position on the bottom of the vehicle. Reinstall the 2 under tray 12mm bolts, but do not fully tighten. Be sure to hook the under tray to the aluminum plate. Reinstall the 4 small pop clips and 9 large pop clips to the under tray. Install the mass airflow housing to the silicone coupler. Be sure to have both clamps already on. Tighten down both of the worm gear clamps. Secure the mass airflow housing with the bracket using a 10mm nut. Reconnect the mass airflow sensor. If you have purchased the airbox as well, the next 3 steps do not apply yet. Install the Mishimoto air filter with worm gear clamp. Tighten down the worm gear clamp. Reinstall the air intake duct with the 2 pop clips. If you purchase the airbox, please follow these steps. Install the supplied rubber trim on the lid to the box. Next, install the supplied rubber trim to the intake duct port. Now install the airbox using 2 10mm nuts. Install the airbox 10mm hold-down bolt. Install the Mishimoto air filter by tilting the air filter downwards at a 45 to 70 degree angle to get onto the mass airflow pipe first. Make sure the clamp is already on it. Next, tighten down the worm gear clamp. Install the airbox lid using the 3 supplied 4mm Allen bolts and plastic washers. Reinstall the air intake duct with the 2 pop clips.
Now that you've installed the Mishimoto Performance Air Intake with optional airbox on your Subaru WRX, you're ready to hit the road and push the limits.